Hi, in this session we will be talking about Open RAN deployment scenarios. In the previous session we learned about the cloudification, virtualization and the edge computing. Now it's time to understand that how these things can be integrated in the Open RAN systems. But before that, quickly recall some basics of the Open RAN system. So we learned about the different logical functions of Open RAN, which is ODU, Open Distribution Unit, OCU, Open Centralized Unit, and RIC, Radio Intelligent Controller, which can be deployed at different locations, like some can be deployed at the edge location within 20 kilometers range from the cell, and some can be deployed at the regional center or the data centers within 200 kilometer range from the cell site. Which function will deploy where is depends on the type of services, like some services required ultra low latency and some services required high transfer rate and some even required both. Some required edge computing, so we need to configure our network accordingly. We need to define what type of mid-haul we should use. Either we can go with the microwave connectivity or we have to go with the fiber mid-haul. We need to define that what network functions need to be kept near to the users and what can be placed in the data center, like ODU, OCU, near real-time RIC, non-real-time RIC, switch nodes and functions. These all need to be considered before finalizing the ORAN system deployment. Now looks for the Open RAN deployment scenarios. Here in the screen we have cell site, then we have the edge cloud area which is within the 20 kilometer radius from the cell site, and we have the regional cloud or data center which is within 200 kilometer radius from the cell site. So consider the scenario A where virtual ODU, virtual OCU and near real-time RIC are deployed at the edge cloud area. ORU obviously will be at the cell site. This scenario can be deployed to provide the low latency kind of services because OCU is placed at the edge cloud and also good for the broadband services. Now second option is option B. In this case, ODU and OCU is still placed at the edge cloud but near real-time RIC now deployed at the regional cloud. This can be implemented in the dense areas. Latency will still low as OCU is still near to the cell or site area. Next option is option C, where the ODU placed at the edge cloud but OCU and RIC are deployed at the regional cloud. Here we have one more similar option with little tweak. So this is called option C1. Here centralized unit divided into two parts. One is for control plane and another is for data plane. So the user plane kept at the edge cloud so that latency can be kept low for the services, and the control plane functionalities kept at the regional cloud. If you wonder that what are these 1:64 and 1:100 mentioned in the screen, then it means that 64 ODU units can be catered by one OCU simultaneously. This is as per ORAN Alliance's specifications. Same for 1:100, 100 ODU units possible over one OCU. Note that this also depends on the available hardware resources as well. So C1 is the more advanced option to consider. Next is option D, where the ODU is physical hardware, not the virtual unit. Unlike the other options we discussed yet, this is again for the outdoor deployment. So ODU is placed at the edge cloud. Virtual OCU and RIC are placed at the regional cloud. There are two more options, which is option E and option F. Option E targeted for the indoor scenarios and option F targeted for the outdoor scenarios. Out of all these options, option C1 is widely applicable for most of the deployments. Others are very specific to the services and applications. This was the quick overview of the ORAN deployment. In the next session, we will talk about the transport connectivity, which is equally important for any end-to-end network system. So stay tuned for the updates. If you did not subscribe till now, then please do subscribe to learn and grow community for regular updates. If this video is informative, then please like this video, comment on video and don't forget to share. Thank you for watching.